right by my door. I think this is good light. This is my entryway as you walk in. And okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit more about
Why did you say that again?
meal planning for a family of 3 on $200 a month. I uploaded a video and I realized it's just like more chatty as I made shepherd's pie, but I wanted to really talk about the steps that I am trying to implement. Like I said, trying. I am not perfect at it. I still have a lot to learn, a lot more to go. So this is kind of like a new thing for me personally. Step 1 is to create a budget and really stick to it. So for us, it's $200 a month. It's kind of intimidating considering we came from being able to eat out a whole lot more. We were a dual income family, so that didn't, it didn't matter. Being able to eat out more, going to the grocery store, getting whatever we wanted, that's cut down a lot. So $200 a month is what we pretty much have to work with. Like I mentioned, there's some extra things. There's times where we have to spend a little bit more because we need toiletries, and that's not included in the budget. But actual food is $200 a month. I wish I had the receipt because I would show you. We just went grocery shopping on the weekend, and we spent $103. Okay, so that is about $100. That's about $100 every 2 weeks. Okay, so I write an extensive grocery list down. I mean every item that I want, everything that I need at the grocery store. In that list, I also prioritize things. So I put 1 star beside the things that I absolutely have to have. I cannot walk out of the grocery store with. Then I put 2 star items on things that I really would love to have for our pantry or our fridge or freezer. But if our budget is at the max, then we can't get it and we have to wait. So that's kind of how I've been doing that system, so that I don't walk out of the store and I'm like, oh wow, I really needed flour, I really needed turkey burgers, I really needed this or that, and I can't make this and that now. No, that is eliminated now because I have a priority system. So it just happened this last weekend where I met all of my priority items, thank God, but I had a few items that I couldn't walk out with. Stuff that is not necessarily priority, but I would have liked to have. For instance, one of the items was chicken nuggets. Not live or die. I could live without it, but it's nice to have chicken nuggets for my daughter. Sometimes we want that option for lunch, but couldn't walk out with that, and that's okay. But we walked out with other items that were non-priority. For instance, sweet potato fries. I really wanted that. I wanted some kind of fries in my fridge, and we were able to get that. So anyways, we sometimes go to a couple stores to get good deals. This time we only went to 2 stores. We went to Walmart and the Dollar Tree. Actually, we got some things at the Dollar Tree that were unexpected, but we did. Basically, I tried to buy things like meat that is on sale and in bulk. So I bought a huge 10-pound roll of lean ground beef. Within that 10-pound roll, I can make 5 different dinners that are substantial dinners that could really last us 1 to 2 days. Plus, my husband takes it to lunch. Sometimes we eat it for lunch the next day, myself and my daughter. So I try to do that as well. And I also try to space out my meals, and I do some real extensive meal planning over 2 weeks. So I have a loose idea of what I want to cook before I go shopping. And loose, I mean that I have menus that I'm thinking of. I have dinners that I'm thinking of.
You have to do that?
I do, because I forgot. I have dinners that I'm thinking of and how I want to cook them before I go shopping. So I shop according to the menu plan, loosely. Because sometimes I go there and I'm like, actually, instead of this, I think I want that, and I pick up something else. Then when I come home and once I have the food in my fridge or my freezer or my pantry, I sit down right then and there and I map out the next 2 weeks of meals so that I know what I'm cooking and it's according to what I have in my pantry, and I try to do some variety. So for instance, I showed this in my last video, but I'm going to show it again because I think it's important. Shepherd's pie. Today we're supposed to be leftovers, tacos, salmons, pizza, and fried chicken. Now it actually, the menu plan shifted and changed twice. So first it was shepherd's pie yesterday, which was Monday, which we had. Then it was supposed to be tacos, then leftovers on Wednesday, salmon, pizza, fried chicken. But then I spoke to my husband last night. I said, you know, we have a lot of shepherd's pie left. Do you want to have leftovers for tomorrow? He said, absolutely. So I shifted it and shifted the leftovers up to Tuesday, and now we have tacos on Wednesday. Now it's changed again. A good friend of mine just called and invited us over for a barbecue tonight. So now we're not having leftovers tonight. We're going to go over to a good friend of ours while our kids play, and we're going to have barbecue, sit and hang out and socialize a little bit. So now our leftovers will probably be shifted until Wednesday. So I think having flexibility in your meal plan, sorry, my daughter's playing with the balloon. I think having flexibility with your meal plan is absolute key. And also having variety. For a while, and what I've learned, we were eating like similar things almost every day, and it was driving me crazy because chicken legs were on sale. So I bought them in bulk, of course, because that's how you try to do when you have a small budget. But we were getting so sick of eating chicken legs over and over again. I was trying them different ways, barbecuing them, putting them in the crock pot, different sauces, different marinades. It was just annoying. So now I have to use it sparingly. So for instance, this week there's no chicken on the menu except for one day where I'm going to try a new recipe where I'm going to fry some chicken legs, and we're going to try that out to see how that tastes. But that's going to happen on Saturday maybe. But it's just trying something new. I think also with looking at it, being positive and optimistic, having and just shopping so that you know, trying to space out your meals and having enough food in your fridge, freezer, and pantry, especially with the 5-year-old. Surprisingly, she eats a lot. That's the balloon that she's doing. Yeah, okay. Surprisingly, she eats a lot, so we need to make sure there's enough juice, there's enough milk, there's enough snacks, there's enough fruits. I absolutely make sure, this is turning into a really long, ridiculous video, but I want to make sure I explain this. I just want to make sure there's enough fruits and vegetables here. So we bought, I have a bowl here of just, right now, just oranges and bananas. We have some carrots in the freezer. I also buy like those canned vegetables, canned fruit, because I want to make sure that she's receiving enough fruits and vegetables as well as me, because I really like fruits and vegetables. But again, I'm finding that it's hard to keep fresh fruit and vegetables, fresh fruit, not vegetables, but fresh fruit for 2 weeks. Sometimes I'll buy a whole bunch of lettuce and salad essentials, and she's trying to put the balloon in front of me. Anyways, so that, because I love salad. And I tried to buy that so that we have enough for the week. But again, it's difficult see, I'm looking at the balloon. Do you see this? Like, this is what's happening. She's throwing it up and then trying to make sure it comes down in front of me. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm trying to operate the system, but it is not impossible. It is something that you can do. How I know I have a smaller family. There's families out there that have 4 and 5 people in them. That would seem impossible to do that, but again, it's not impossible. Oh, another thing is try to find free things. There is a lady at our church whose husband works at a company that, I don't know, bags bread or makes bread, I'm not sure, but every time they have extra bread, she brings it to the church. We make ourselves very available, and we take, there's hamburger bread, hot dog breads, bagels, sliced bread, multi-grain bread. I mean, there's a whole bunch of bread, so we take that so we don't have to buy bread for at least 2 weeks, sometimes longer. Okay, so that's kind of how we're doing it. So I'm gonna try to upload this and add it to the meal plan part and make it a part 2, because I think it's important to talk about how we are really doing it. Okay.